Yo, we're back with the Official Jack Podcast, Episode 3. I'm Jack, a.k.a. Just Another Chicago Kid, and today we're going to be talking about how to get booked for more shows as an artist, or how I set myself up kind of to get looked at for more shows, and how I got more opportunities by doing certain things with my own marketing strategies, and just how I release my own music. So, number one thing I want to talk about is just the quality of the music. You need to have quality music. You need to be working with quality producers. You need to have quality beats. You need to have quality verses. You need to have quality flow. And that's something that I worked on for years. I released, I feel like, a lot of music that maybe wasn't that great. But I just really pushed it. I was really honing my skills. But this last year, when I really started taking my stuff seriously and marketing correctly, I started making sure there's certain things in my music that sounded professional. My mix, my master, my recording, all that had to sound pristine, and now all my shit is, I think, fire. And I know. So it's like, you need to have, another thing about that quality music, you need to have confidence in your music. If you don't have confidence in your music, it's going to be hard to perform your music live in front of a lot of people. Or, that's what we all dream of, I guess. We all want to perform in front of a lot of people. And essentially, without that confidence, like my first show, I was very nervous and it was kind of timid. But like once I started feeling the music more and feeling my own shit, like people see that people feed off your energy. If they don't see you have energy in your own music, if you don't believe in your own music, how are they going to have energy towards your music? How are they going to believe in your music? Like, it's just not, that's not how it works. So another thing is just, I guess, importance of developing skills. Like I said, I feel like I released a lot of trash music. Maybe growing while I was doing it, like that's just part of the process sometimes. And I'm not mad about it because I just had to do that. Like, and maybe it wasn't trash. People didn't say it was trash, but it's just, for me, compared to where I am now, I feel like I've taken a huge leap. And I'm still rising every day. I'm still working every single day. Now I'm not even a rapper as much as I am a producer. And I feel like I'm improving as a producer every single day. I'm learning new DAWs, I'm learning new techniques, I'm learning new skills. There's certain things you could look at, how to level things properly. So it's just like learning how to develop skills. Don't be a one-trick pony. If you want to do something and develop something and be something great, you can't always just do one thing. And there's great people that can do that, but if you're able to do multiple things, and most of those people that are great at that one thing, they usually know how to do multiple other things too along with it. Like, you don't think Eminem's just really good at rapping. Like, he knows techniques, he knows flows, and he knows that's rapping. But also with the mixing and editing, I'm sure he understands how to affect his voice, how he likes it. When he goes in with different producers that he's never worked with before, I'm sure he knows kind of where he wants to hit, how he could tell them to EQ his certain things with his voice. So it's like, you develop new skills and you want to keep learning and growing. You don't want to be like, oh no, I don't need to know that. Like, I'm just going to be doing this. Like, it's important to develop skills outside of just your one specific thing you're trying to do, because ultimately you're going to grow in that specific thing too. Because, with my producing, it's helped me with my rapping, because it just helps me understand music 100% more, like way more. So I guess another thing is just, I'll lead into is just knowing when you're ready for shows too, because I felt like I was ready for shows a long time, but I never ended up getting a show to perform. So when I actually did get my first show to perform, I honestly felt like I was ready. Like, I felt like I had the music that was ready, because I built up enough music to do 15, 20 minutes of rapping. Like, yeah, I was nervous as hell, and maybe not stutter, but like, it was just like, had to get loose at first, but once I got loose, I felt like it was easier. And after that, like, I look forward to my shows. Like, I get excited, and like once I'm on that stage, it's like you could let loose. It's like amazing feeling. And then I guess that's just all wrapping into like the quality of the music. Once you kind of have the quality of music, you'll know you're ready for shows. You've been developing your skills. Still, you're going to develop skills along with, even when you are ready for shows. Like, you're still going to keep developing. And then having that confidence, like, those are the main three things. But how I essentially, once I kind of felt like I was ready and had those qualities about me that I could like approach venues or have venues approach me, I started doing things certain to my Instagram account, my Facebook, my Twitter, my just making page. I created my own website, really just starting to take this more as a business, because this is a business. Music is a business. You need to take it as a business. You can't just, if you think someone's just going to come knocking on your door with $1 million contract, that's not how it works, like, ever, really. So, like, if you want to work and make yourself do what you can do, like, you could do that shit. Just take yourself professionally and it will happen. So, I mean, for me, what I've really done is just, like, the little things. To me, the little things is, like, I have all social medias. I have an Instagram. I have Facebook page. Now I have two of each. We have two Instagram pages. One personal, and then the official Jack page, the official Jack Facebook page, official Jack Twitter, then my personal Twitter, my personal Facebook page. We have now TikTok too, so follow us on all those platforms as well. I have my own personal TikTok. Like, there's so many different things. Those are little things you could do, just like making sure you're on every single platform. If you're only on one platform, like, you're missing out on so many opportunities to find other people to, like, fuck with your stuff or your music with your promoting, and, like, that's huge to miss out on. I think another thing is having your own artist booking email is huge, because once you have, it just looks like you're taking it more professionally. You want to set yourself up for success. You want to take this, like, that email is strictly for business, strictly for your music. It's not getting random spam. It's not like people, like, it's just it's very easy. That's a little thing you could do, little things. Get a YouTube. YouTube's huge. Like, I've been working on getting more stuff on YouTube, especially, obviously this podcast, but even more videos and stuff. I'll be more to come. Little things. And then also another thing, this is another thing if your music is ready for. So I've had people that have been like, oh, I don't think anything's worth it yet, but, like, music on all platforms. Get your music on all platforms. It's pretty cheap to have it for a full year. I think it's like $35 a year on j.a.c.k. And, like, you could do it in so many different other places if you wanted to. That's just what I do because it's pretty easy. And, like, that's something easy you could do to market your music, because then everyone could access it. And it's not just like, oh, you're another SoundCloud rapper. Take your shit seriously, because if you don't take yourself seriously, how are other people going to take yourself seriously? You know what I mean? Like, believe in yourself, believe in your work, make it. Like, this is a business. If this is just your hobby, that's cool, but people are going to take it as that, and don't expect more of it if that's what you take it as. Portfolio too. Just have a portfolio. If you have a portfolio of what you've done, shows, it's easier when venues are like, okay, like, who's this artist? I've never heard of you before. And you could be like, well, I've done this. I've sold this many tickets at this event. I think I'll do this much at this event because I haven't had a show in this many months, and I had a release then. Like, that's building value. I've talked about that in my last one, building value. So you want to always build value with yourself. If you have a portfolio, it looks like you're taking yourself professionally. It looks like you know what you're talking about. And, it's not looking. You know what you're talking about. You have that information because you built that information. You built that work. That's credibility. That's you. And then when I was talking also about, like, setting up these pages, which is, like, little things, more in-depth things, is just, like, how to set it up professionally, how to make sure you got all your emails properly, what are you promoting, how do you promote yourself, what do you want to kind of endorse, like, if you're your brand, what are you going to endorse, how are you going to make yourself look. You need to take those things into account because, everything you do, if you're trying to be an artist or a brand, people are going to look at you and judge you in a certain way. So if you do something, your brand and your artistry is going to be reflected on that. So you just have to, whatever you're endorsing, make sure you understand that. And then I guess how to promote these pages. How I promote my pages is just, I make sure I'm doing it on every single platform. If you look at, like, if you model yourself after like any big corporation, if you're trying to follow marketing strategies like them, like obviously you shouldn't follow someone else's marketing strategy because their marketing strategy works for them for a reason. It probably won't work for you. But I mean, you could take certain things that you like from it, build your own kind of scheme, and then do your own marketing plan. But the one thing that's consistent on a lot of these marketing areas is that they have every single platform and they share all their content everywhere. It's not just in Instagram, it's not just in Facebook, it's not just in Twitter, it's everywhere. They're making sure they're doing multiple different things, multiple different outlets, and also sharing the same thing maybe on every single platform, but also sometimes there's only certain things on certain platforms because then you have to find it on that platform. It leads you into going to their website. So think about that. It's how do they market it? How can you take little things from them and then market yourself better like that as well? So now I want to talk about how to approach venues and like show promoters or people you know who throw shows. So I've had people hit me up and be like, yo, like, let me get a show. Like, I'll get 100 people easy. And I'm like, okay, word, like, send me your music and, like, let me think about, like, I'm not just going to give you, like, I've been planning my shows months in advance. Like, I have my next 2 shows fully planned. Like, I'm not, like, people don't understand, like, things are planned out. And people are just hitting up, just trying to expect things sometimes. But, like, how you carry yourself is huge. Like, you don't want to just come out asking for things, always asking, like, show love a little bit, because I always show love back. Like, our team, like, we always reply, like, we never don't reply on anything, so it's like, if you hit us up, we're going to always show love and, like, hit you back. If we ask you to send links and you don't send links, we're not going to end up going to, like, do that extra work to find that music. Like, I'm sorry, you know, like, we have a lot of people sending in links. That's why we have a submission thing for Spotify now, like, just go through our website and then we'll actually peep your music, you know what I mean? It just takes time and you just have to take that extra time and show that you actually care about the connection you're trying to make with us. If you talk to, like, really anyone, it's all about connections. It's if you're not relating to us in, like, a personal way and you're not trying to be wholesome or cool with me and, like, support us, like, it's going to be hard to support. It's just not even like that. It's not even like, oh, you have to support us to support you, but it's just like, you have to be genuine. You can't just be like, oh, let me get this. Can I get this? Can I get this? And, like, just, like, say what's up. Like, ask us to listen to your music. Like, we'll say what's up and, like, always peep your shit. Like, we're not, like, make the connection, make the relationship. Don't just always come out asking for things always out the gate. And it's not even bad, like, especially if you know you're ready for shows, but it's just, like, it's just how you do it. You just got to think about how you're doing it. So, like, how to message them, like, I haven't messaged many people for it because I try to run my own shows mostly, but I would say always try to respond fast. Like, if you're trying to get a show from somebody, respond fast, for real. Like, if you want, like, because they will respect that and like that, because if you just leave them on red for weeks on weeks on weeks, they'll just be like, okay, well, I'm going to go to the next guy. And then business savvy language, try to read their lingo. If you're in an email, you want to be a little more proper. If you're talking over Instagram DMs or something like that, it's okay to be a little like, yo, what's up, bro, or cool, like, shit like that. But you don't want to be, you have to read the situation and understand certain things. Because, when you are playing your artist and your manager, sometimes it's hard to, it's just hard because you also want to be wholesome and be yourself, but you don't want to be ignorant. You don't want to be too, I don't know, it's just weird because, like, business language is different. But I would say if you're in an email, always talk proper, always be making sure you're just, being professional about it. Not adding just bros or things like that. Make sure you have proper punctuation and things like that. If they ask for something in a message, like, I'll usually, like, people will be like, yo, listen to my music. I'll be like, all right, word, send me a link. And then some people will be like, oh, yeah, it's in my bio. I'll be like, okay. I won't even, like, say okay, but, like, I just said send me the link if you want me to listen to your music. Like, come on, just send me the link. Just give them what you want. Be upfront and honest. Like, if I ask, like, oh, another thing, if I ask you, like, how many tickets can you sell? People tell me, oh, 100. If you can't sell 100 if I look at you and you barely have 100 followers, how are you going to sell 100 tickets? Like, it's just certain things like that. Don't lie. Be genuine. Be upfront. Like, I'm cool if you could only sell 5 to 15 tickets. Tell me that. Be upfront with me. I'll check out your music. If I fuck with your music, I could respect you being upfront and just looking for those opportunities and really trying to grind. So being upfront with me is, you're more likely to get an opportunity than trying to lie and then flooping that opportunity then never get one again. Um, then we'll go to, I mean, like I just said, be a genuine person. Been saying that always. Like, no one wants to work with someone that is inconsiderate or rude. Um, and then I'm gonna finish with like work ethic. I specifically work when I'm booking my shows for work ethic. A lot of people I think also do, because if you're consistent on your craft, it shows that you're professional. It's not just a hobby. It's not just doing it when you got the time. Like, I do this shit every single day. I'm trying to get better every single day. Are you working every single day to get better? Are you promoting yourself every single day to get better? Are you taking a step forward to get better every single day in this craft? Like, that's huge for me, huge for, I feel like, a lot of promoters, because if you take it as, they take it as business when they have shows. They're not taking it as like, oh, I'm just trying to have some people that are just trying to play, and yeah, that's cool, have some friends come. Like, they're like, we want to make money, sell tickets. Like, who could get in here and sell tickets? Like, that's what they're talking about. Can they sell tickets? So if, get in that room and sell tickets, because you want to bring value. If you don't bring value, then you're no value to them. How to promote your work for shows, I think, is huge too. Because if you've had shows in the past, I have people that promote the shit out of shows, and I love it, because then they usually do well, sell a lot of tickets. Then I have people that don't promote the show like at all, maybe do one post, or maybe just share my story post that I do. Like, that's not promoting a show. Like, people want, you need to be pushing that shit. If you're not pushing that shit, like, that's work ethic. Like, if you can't push that shit, if you don't believe in your shit, if you don't want people there, like, I don't know, like, bring value to yourself, bring value, bring value. People want to have a great show. If you're an artist seeking, we're looking for, like, the official Jack is looking for people who are trying to grow in the music industry and become artists in the industry. It's cool. I love people who do music for a hobby. It's fun to make music, but there's also a level of seriousness in this shit. And once you take it to a business level, if you're trying to really get shows, venues are looking for shows because they bring money to the venue to pay the bills, to pay the people that are working there, to pay the owner, to make them more money. Like, it's all about money, business. So think about that. Um, and then for work ethic on shows, I would say just set a goal for how many shows you want to do a year. Last year, told myself I wanted to do like 5 shows. I ended up doing 4, so I fell a little short, kind of disappointed, I guess. Not disappointed, but I just wish I could have wrapped on one more. I guess I did 4 official shows, and then I did 1 open mic, so I guess 5 performances. But I guess I just this year I wanted to do more, and then it got fucked up because of the quarantine. So now it's like some things will get delayed. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see when the world goes back to normal. I really don't know. And yeah, it's just, shit's crazy. So, but otherwise, I mean, that's really all I have for you guys today. Is just how to get more shows. It's just really simple. It's just do the little things, your work ethic, being a genuine person, making sure how you promote your music is looking professional, how you carry yourself is professional. Those are really good tips. That's little things you could do outside of just making the quality of the music. Obviously, like I said, number 1 is the quality of the music. That could book you a lot of shows right there, especially if you're selling tickets. But there's a lot of little things that could go into like helping you get those show opportunities, making yourself look professional, carrying yourself professionally, doing the little things. So that's what I'm gonna leave you that's what I'm gonna leave you with today, is doing the little things. And the artist of the week this week is actually my brother, Pat Mallers, and Chef Charles. Chef Charles is, brother from another mother. You know that, Charles. But, yeah, I'm going to leave you with a song by them. They just released their new project, Voices, and that shit's fire. Find it on all platforms under Pat Mallers, Mallers. So, yeah, here we go.
It's okay to know you got no place to go. I will not be held down by no one. I'ma keep on keeping on. They say you won't be what you've been working for. And days go by, losing track of time in the blink of an eye. You can see nothing's changed.
Every bridge that I burn is another lesson that's learned from me. But I'm struggling internally, juggling past, present, and future. Just worrying, wondering, hurrying, hustling. On the come up, I'm coming. The kamikaze, don't care if it kill me. You can either feel me, you fuck me, you fuck it. It don't matter, I'm cold, make bones shatter. This globe, it don't matter. Just hope these hoes happen to notice I don't answer my phone when they blow that shit up. Oh, you gotta relax.